Alright, you guys, bear with me. It's been a while since I've done a video. This is my Lada Czechoslovakian-made treadle. And as you can see, it looks pretty good shape, except that most of the tension assembly is missing. I have a spring and I have the nut. I'm missing the arm that probably was here. I'm missing the discs and a beehive spring. And I'm probably missing something that is the tension release. This little doohickey right here is attached to the pressure bar and it moves up and down with the foot, and I'm pretty sure it has something to do with releasing the tension. Anyway, after a little bit of discussion on the internet, we thought, well, maybe we could put a 1530 faceplate on it because the tension assembly looks very similar, the whole faceplate does. So I picked up an inexpensive, rather rusty faceplate, and this is the 15. You can see it does look very similar. However, there's two problems. One of them is that this is not long enough to accommodate the distance that this travels, so that's a no-go. And the other problem is the Lada faceplate in this area right here is a little bit wider than the 15, so there's not enough clearance here for this part of the machine. Now I could bend it out, but that's still not going to solve this problem here. So then I thought, well, the other thing about this is that unlike the Singers, there is no pin in the middle of this. There's no pin that there is here that releases the tension, okay? So that was also a difference. I would have to manually release the tension every time I cut the thread, which would be a pain. Then I thought, all right, how about if I borrow the discs and the spring from this guy and put them over here? Well, the problem with that is that this stud is narrower than this one. So the threaded part is the same, but this has a larger shoulder on it. So I'd have to drill out these discs to make them work. And the other thing is this thread guard finger on the Singer is narrower than the hole where I assume one went on a Lada. I have been unable to find any videos or pictures that I can actually see what the tension looks like online. This is not a Lada 77. There's a wonderful woman who does beautiful videos of free motion quilting on a Lada 77, but in that case, her tension is coming off the front of the machine. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So my thought is I'm going to take the discs off, I'm going to drill them out so they're bigger around, and I'm going to throw them on here and see what happens. I may be able to improvise some kind of rod here. I suppose I could try taking this out and shim it, but that's kind of an ugly solution. So my questions are, has anybody encountered this kind of Lada machine? All right. Or does anybody have any other suggestions about how I can get this beautiful hunk of metal to run again? Thank you for listening to my slightly long-winded but hopefully entertaining video.